Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing great. My name is Waheed. I'm the Managing Director for Consult Manage, a leading ERP and CRM consultancy business that helps businesses improve their efficiency by incorporating new ERPs and CRM or improve their existing ERPs and CRM. So if you want to learn more about us, you can go to our website at consultmanage.com and you can learn about them, or you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. So that was a brief introduction about me. If you haven't gone through the first video of this series, do watch it because that's very important series or video series. It will give you an introduction about the purpose of this video and then what is involved in it. Okay, so let's get to the point. This is the first video of the series, and we will be discussing about how to get access to the Zoho Creator system, how to create an app or start an app, and what are the key options that you need to know before you start planning out the system or you start planning out the app, or how the interface looks. Basically, the purpose of this video is to see how the interface really looks like. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, you will go to Zoho Creator website, and if you already have any account with Zoho and if you're logged in, it will just say access Zoho Creator. If you are not, it will ask you to create an account. So you can sign up with Zoho Creator. There is no specific fee that you have to pay for signing up with Zoho Creator, and you can create one app, a basic one with one user, and you can use that app to test or like create an app and do the basic functions. So let's go to the interface. So first of all, when you log in, you will be able to see a blank canvas here. This is not involved because this is basically I am a certified Zoho developer. That's why I can see it, but it's probably you won't be able to see this option here. Okay, so the first thing you will do is you will go to the new application, and on the new application page, because Zoho Creator is a low-code platform and Zoho is a very good company, no doubt. So Zoho has already offered a lot of pre-built apps that you can use and you can leverage, and you don't need to spend time building your own. So if you are someone who's just looking at a solution, they can look around the apps, and there might be an app which is already built with a bit of modifications, and hiring a consultant like us, we can modify these apps for you with a bit of modification. Instead of paying a very high amount to create something from scratch, you just download this and then we do the modification for you. So that's something you can think about. And then there are different projects here, so you can basically go through the categories and you can find out the project you want. If, let's say, for the sake of for this video, we will be creating a blank application, so we will create from scratch, and we will say C2M Creator Series app. Okay, and we will say create. So you can name anything, it's up to you, but we named it as C2M Creator Series app, right? So as we are first time logged into the application, so we will be from a scratch application because there was no form, no predefined anything. So it will start from scratch. So the first option it shows, and we won't be able to take any action, a specific action, the plus sign to create a form, like adding any specific section to the application. We will get to that, but the first thing you will do, or if you are like just to understand how the UI looks like, you will create a new form. Okay, the form name will be we will create it from a blank document, and we will say order form because it's an order management app, so we will say order form, just the basic name of this form, right? And then we will say done, and now we will be able to access the different parts of the application. And first of all, I will show you how to add different sections, where to find things, and where to activate the workflows, where to activate the settings and all that stuff. So first of all, let's go to the main search bar. So this is the most important part in the whole application. So this is the sort of a folder management or accessibility to everything that is available in Creator. So the whole Creator is based on forms, reports, workflows, and pages. So as we move forward in this series, we will be explaining the relation between the forms and reports, and the relation of workflows to forms, and relation between the pages to workflows or reports or forms. So technically, the two key things that really make a difference here is the forms and pages. Forms are sort of input of data, and pages are sort of using those forms and leveraging those reports, or making a custom thing or custom flow or custom description of anything available for the audience to view, basically. So that is the purpose of the pages, and the forms are taking inputs from the information. So that's basically these four things combined together creates Zoho Creator. Like, it powers Zoho Creator. Zoho Creator is all about these four things. So first of all, as we created a form, we can create a form, a report, a page, or a workflow. Whatever we just saw in the main search filter, we can see it here as well. So the form we just created, it's very simple. When you click on the form, we have the option of blank form, which is totally blank. Import with data from a template, like a predefined template. There, as we saw in the start, there are predefined applications. So similarly, we have predefined forms with predefined fields, right? And similarly, we can do from integration. We'll get to this in the longer in the series. There are pre-built integrations available of Salesforce, QuickBooks, Zoho CRM, and Zoho Recruit that we can directly connect, and these forms then would be able to fetch all the information from the connected account. So we will get into that, but before we do that, we will be covering the basics of this creator, and then at the end we will be doing the integration part. Okay, so we can import with data. So import with data means that we can basically leverage the existing available information in the system, and using that information, okay, form import with data. Yeah, I think there is a quick bug there, but yeah, I think there is a quick bug uh, that would resolve with time, but we will get to that. But this is like an option where we get access to the part of the application where we can create or add external system to fetch data from. And then we have reports. If we have already got the forms, we can create reports, and there are different reports that we can create, and there are different use cases for these reports as well. Like the map basically tracks down the current location, the spreadsheet shows the data in a spreadsheet format, pivot charts basically show data in a chart format, and similarly Kanban and calendar format. And these are basically field based. So if I choose map, I should have a field in the in the form that basically powers this report. And similarly, we have all these report types. Then we have pages. Pages are similarly, we can create blank and form a template. So I will show you, these are different template pages that are available. So as I said, that you can use pages to showcase the forms and reports to your audience, and you can also create custom description things like a specific image or a specific process, like a JavaScript based process that runs into the system. Widgets are one of the biggest example of using on the pages. We can use widgets on the pages. We will be creating a widget in this series, so we will be going to that as well. Then we have workflows. There are 6 different types of workflows, and these type of workflows are based on different processes, different information, and different scenarios. So we have event based workflows, schedule date, function call, approval activity, payment activity, and business processes. So based on the use case, we can use any of these workflows, right? So this was basically it in terms of the 4 key parts: forms, reports, page, and workflows, right? And what is the use of these forms? The most important thing is the form, because without forms you can't have an input data into the system. So if you have forms, you can create reports, and based on the form input values, you can use workflows. Workflows could be scheduled, or workflows could be generic. So this was like, if we add a new section, and then we will be able to access this information. But if we go to the other way of getting to workflows is through this workflow section. Then we have form workflows, schedule workflow, approvals, payments, blueprints, and functions, right? So we will form workflows. We just saw that what is form workflows, and I always said in that section we have 6 different type of workflows. So we have schedule workflows, which runs on a scheduled job. Then we have approvals, like let's say the order approval needs to be approved by some specific person in the team, so they approve it, and then the order is available for approval. And then we have payment section, where we can connect external integrations or payment methods to be available. There are already some of the payment methods are already available in the system. like Stripe and other PayPal and other payment methods. So you can integrate directly into the system. And then we have blueprints. Blueprints are basically the approval, sort of approval process, but blueprints are forcing someone to take specific actions, and they to make sure that they don't make any mistake. And this is specifically used in processes where the staff does a specific task, and they just need to do that task properly. So blueprints can be defined in the system, and this is something new in the creator that wasn't. It's not very like old option. It's newly added feature. Then we have functions. Functions are in the form workflows. We can add functions. We will just create a workflow here, but before that we will go to the function. So functions are basically like a template version of the code. So you create one function, and whenever you have to define a form workflow or anything that involves code or deluge, you just refer that function in there instead of writing the whole code again. So that's the purpose of functions, and you can leverage those functions moving forward as well. Now we will go to the settings section, and in the settings section we have different options. One thing I want to add: some of the options you see differently based on your plan on Zoho Creator, or if you just signed up like me, you don't have any paid plan, the options might be a bit different. But still, we will be able to do everything that is required to get the application running and to use the application as per our standards. Like whatever we want to do with the application, all the KPIs that we have defined, we will be covering each of them. So this is basically the user customer portal management, publish, download mobile apps. Like you download the SDKs or the coded version of SDKs, and then you publish that app on App Store or yeah, Play Store, whatever the option you have. And like iOS and Androids, both the apps can be defined here. Then you have the localization, contextual messages, basically the system messages. Then you have backups, audit trials, schema builder, application JD, logs, widgets, and record templates. We will be going through each of these settings after, like in moving forward in the series. As we move forward, we will be going through each of these, and we will be experimenting, or we will be hands-on doing stuff, and you will be able to understand what is the purpose of all this. Okay. So once we are done with this is the basic introduction. We can change the URL, and we can also use the custom domain as well. This is something you should be aware of, that we can use custom domains in Zoho Creator Portal. So we can leverage this portal and define a custom domain to get access to it. Okay. Now going back to the main screen, we have views, which is basically the detailed view. Right now we don't see a detailed view or other view, but if we go into the form builder, and if we just add, just for the example, for the sake of showing you the options, we add name and email form in it. Just there are some forms or reports. Okay, then we will be able to change the view of this form. It could be like this form, or this thing, or this thing, or this thing, like whatever the structure we want to keep it. And then similarly, one important thing is that whenever you create a form, a report automatically gets created based on the form, right? So in this section, when you create on the report, you have quick view and detailed view. So when you have quick view, you can click on the view, and you can leverage or change the field that you want to see in the quick view. So we will go to the front end as well, and we will see how it looks like basically on the front end. Then we have detailed view, which I will show you what is the quick view and what is the detailed view, and what are different things we can do with these views. So for whenever you make a change or do something at the back end, access this application brings you to the front end of the application, right? And over here, you can basically, if you go to order form, you fill in the details, and that detail, let's say test1, test at testtg.com. We say submit. So if we go to all orders, we will have this information available here. So this basically automatically creates a database for you. So form takes in the information, and then it stores in the report, and report is available for you, right? And similarly, you can see mobile view, but at the like it doesn't really make much of a difference, because there is a way, app available of Zoho Creator on App Store. So you can just write Zoho Creator and you can download a admin version of the app. And the similar thing that we just see here, we will be able to access the application in the mobile as well. It's not, and one more important thing, and that mobile application, and that I was saying that that mobile application is not the same as the download as mobile app, right? So obviously I need to upgrade, but this is something iOS SDK and Android files are available that you can download and publish on as an independent apps, right? Okay, so that's the base about the reports. So we have quick view, which we can basically go through the quick view and we can change the details. Then we have a detailed view, which is basically we can add the detailed view, which I will show you quickly. What is the detailed view? So we have this quick view. This is the quick view. We can add more fields if we have more fields available there. If we click here, this is the detailed view. So if we want to add a duplicate or change, then more delayed print, we can do that. But one thing, these buttons are editable. I will show you how you do it. So this view that you just see of the report section, there is a lot of possibilities in the reports. You can control a lot of things in the reports. The first thing is that you in the quick view, in the action tab, you have all these actions available where you can basically, on the click of a record, what should happen. So if you change this, it will basically, what should happen? Added automatically when you click on that. We clicked and it opened a detailed report. Instead, we can just say whenever we click, we can delete it, do nothing, duplicate or edit or add new item. So it can be anything. So if we click on it, we can add a new item, or we can, like, it's an action based scenario where we basically do something and something happens. So when we click on the quick view, what would be happen? Would it be showing a detailed view or should it be showing something else? Similarly, on the detailed view, we can go to the actions and we can control these actions. So the added, duplicate and delete, as we just saw that there were, when we were in the detailed view, we were able to see the options in the detailed view of added, duplicate, delete. We can add more options from here, and we can even delete the options as well. Okay, so this is basically a brief introduction about quick and detailed view. Now going to the reports backend system, we can filter out the reports, like the report that you see of name and email. You can filter that and you can put a filter in there. Then you can do a grouping like the way it should be showing. Then you can do a sorting. Then you can add quick filters for any user to just use those filters and quickly see it. Then you can do the custom filters and then the print PDF. So you can create a template for the print PDF so that the record that you want to download from the system, like it could be a picking ticket or a fulfillment ticket or a bill of landing or anything. I'm just because we are talking about order fulfillment app, so I'm talking about the terminologies or things that are related to order management. But if let's say it's a school management system, you have a student record, you create a template of to get all the details of the student, like their parent name, their class, their subjects, their marks, and all that stuff. So you can create templates in the system for that purposes. And based on the form and reports, whenever you download that template would be available, and the version field would be you will be able to download the fields. And then always remember that whenever you go into creating a form or forms backend, there is always a 3 dots here. So you click here, you can rename, duplicate, or delete. This is very important. When you ever want to delete a form, you will just go open form details or reports, whichever option you have, and you can change it. Similarly, on the forms, you have settings tab where you can control the things. Like it gives you an average leverage, which we will be covering. Just want to add that we will be covering all this in the future series as well. But just to give you a rundown of this is to build an interest for you to see everything that creator offers. And this is not even the 10% of like it's not even the 10% of total what Zoho creator offers. Okay, so there are a lot of things that we have to cover, so stay tuned and connected. And last thing we will be covering in this, but then we will close this video, is basically how to change the colors and the look of the field. So we have a theme section where we can choose the colors and we can theme. This is like a positive thing as well, because this is a standardized thing. We can't really make much changes in it. Obviously we can do some modification based on the availability of resources, but this what you see is it. That's all color changes or the themes we can play around with, right? In future, we hope that Zoho Creator would have more customizability and functions, but this is at the moment this is a low code platform, and from the usability of the system, this is a standardized theme that you can use and you can change the colors, right? And then we have a section where you can hide and show sections that you the section that you see orders, order forms, and all orders. You can control this. So let's say if I mark this as not available in the menu, I can do that. Okay, so it won't be available in the menu, right? And similarly, if I go back and add it back in the menu, I can add it back. And similarly, I can add new sections, which is, let's say, the any section that I want to, and I can add more tabs. Let's say I can now add this to this section, new section. So now there will be a new section in the menu tab available for the reports only, right? And I can name them. I can even change the logos, the icons. And again, this is again a limitation that we just have these icons. We can't add more icons. So these are the fixed icons. We can add icons as per the type of the report or the form we have. Okay, so I will just move it back. I will delete this just so that we don't have any confusion. Okay, so this is basically the changing of the details in the system, like how you can control the menu in the system, right? And how you can add sections. You can basically hide the details as well if you're just working with this, and if you find this not useful or not user friendly, you can just click on it and it will hide this section. So in this way you can control the menu, and in this way the whole application is being controlled in the way that we just discussed. So this was it for this video, the first series of giving you a high level overview of what Zoho Creator is, what are the 4 key factors that basically run Zoho Creator, what are the key things that you can do with Zoho Creator, what are the limitations in the system, what are the possibilities in the system. And with that, I would say that it's a very good system. It offers a lot of possibilities and a demand in the organization or industry, because it requires a minimal maintenance, minimal dev skills to really build something. And most importantly, you can build as many apps you want based on your plan, and you can integrate all those apps, and you don't need to integrate in terms of code. It's already integrated. You just like do the click and drag and drop options, like choose the option, and your integration is activated. So that was it for today. Hope to see you in the second video of the series, and hope you learned something from the first video of the series. And if you have any questions, any queries, feel free to reach out to me. I will be more than happy to assist you guys. Thank you very much.